Hey guys, it's Scott from Let's Play Easy Mode, and tonight we're going to be doing a private live stream pretty soon, an exclusive live stream on Patreon. And I was just sitting here and I was thinking I haven't talked with you guys in a while, so let's go ahead and just chat a little bit and hang out for a little while. Coming up next. Hey guys, how are you? If you're new here, then welcome to the channel. And if you're one of our regulars, then welcome back. I am hopping on just to say hello. I see we got Jaden's here already. Bree, hi. How are you? Jaden and Bree are here. Jaden, I'll probably see Jaden in a little while. Jaden's one of our patrons who hangs out with us during our Wednesday night exclusive live streams. And tonight we're going to be jamming out with some Link's Awakening, which has been so much fun. Last week I beat the third dungeon, and I finally equipped a Link with the ability to run, which is really cute, I've noticed, in Link's Awakening, because he's like, and then he just shoots forward, and it's a lot of fun. But you use that to take out like a lot of the obstacles, which I've been needing to do. So now that we've done that ability, I feel like I need to go back and revisit all kinds of things that we did before, because there's going to be new places I can do, and you can also run and jump, so that means there's going to be all kinds of new things to explore, which we're going to do tonight on Patreon. So if any of you guys are not signed up on Patreon and you want to hang out with us and enjoy those midweek pick-me-ups that we have on Patreon, where we all just hang out as a community, you know, and see how everybody's doing. People are just chatting. It's a lot of fun, and we're just playing Zelda. Sometimes we play Spider-Man. We played Miles Morales a few weeks ago, but now we're just we're gonna go back and forth a little bit. I'm finally getting into the groove with Link's Awakening, so that's what we're doing. Bree, so good to see you. I'm just, you know, we're just hanging out. That's all I'm doing. I was sitting here and I was like, you know, I haven't gone on and done like a live stream where I say hi to the folks, you know, in a while. And so we are going to be doing a live stream coming up where we're going to be playing some games on the channel, and I'm really excited because I've been talking about this a little bit on Wednesday nights, and something I've been kind of throwing some feelers out. But a while ago, one of the games I've always wanted to play, you guys know I'm a sucker for some of these cute adventure games, and I actually will kind of put Breath of the Wild in there as well, right? It's a fun game. It's a Nintendo game. Currently right now, I just started Mario Odyssey. That's a lot of fun. You guys haven't seen that yet. The first 2 episodes are on Patreon right now. I'm not going to do any more because I don't want to get too far ahead. I want everybody else to be able to watch and comment and catch up and everything. But I've been looking at playing a game that I've had my eye on for a while. And a while back, like when I first got my PS5 on the channel, I ended up going and getting the game Kena Bridge of Spirits. And I played it for like a couple of episodes on the channel, and at the time it didn't really get a lot of traction, but it's one of those games that I've really had an interest in going back and playing. And so I'm kind of hoping that, you know, maybe you guys, now that we've grown a little bit, right? Our channel has, I think, more than doubled in size since those days. So maybe that would be something fun. It's cute. It's something the whole family can watch. And I'm actually thinking of not playing it as a pre-recorded game, but I've been looking for reasons to go ahead and play a game on the main channel just as a live stream, something I can just do to just hang out with folks on the live stream. And so I'm thinking we're going to do Kena Bridge of Spirits, which is just an absolute wonderful game, just from the first, you know, episode I did of it. So I'm going to start the whole thing over, and I'm thinking we're going to take a big long chunk of live stream time, and we're just going to work through that game together. It'll be so much fun. We haven't done anything like that since I finished Breath of the Wild, so I'd like to do that. Bree says, how was your 4th? Well, Bree, it was really boring. It wasn't boring. It wasn't boring. Here you go. We'll get the chat on. Where I live, it has been downpour raining now, and it's all the time. And so we get so much rain where I live that it's like we get these days like once a week or whatever where it kind of dries up a little bit, and then it just starts raining and we get thunderstorms. We've been getting a lot of that this spring into the summer. And so the 4th of July was like rain all day long. And in the old days, like, you know, before this, we used to try to host a big 4th of July party with our friends and family, and we just didn't do it this year. You guys know the situation. You know, we're in the process of figuring out where we're going to go next. You know, we're going to be losing our home coming up pretty soon now. And so, and still with not really any options where we live. But we, you know, it was just one of those things where you just have so much going on. We didn't want to host anything. And then the rain came. So really all we did was just sit around. We did some downsizing. We ate some food inside, played some games because, you know, we were all home. So not playing video games, but played like some board games and stuff. We're a big board game family. And that was it. And then the sun finally went away, or came out, and kind of like around dinner time, and we set up a little fire. We have a little fire pit in the backyard, and so we did that. We went outside, we roasted marshmallows, and we ended up setting off some like what do you call them? Sparklers. I almost called them sprinklers. I called them sprinklers yesterday, and everybody was laughing at me. But yeah, so no, we had an absolute wonderful time just hanging out as a family. And something that Bree said went away. There it is. Food and games is always a good option, and it was. We had a good time. But yeah, Bree, how was yours? How was yours? Jaden, how was your 4th of July? And all of you guys out there. Pretty cool stuff. It was a lot of fun. A little different than we usually do. Usually we have a lot of people over and we're grilling, but we did some sparklers, and we had a friend here who came over and had what did they bring? Like these like really old bottle rockets that they found, and so we fired those off. That was pretty fun. And of course, you know, we did that without any fear of it like setting a fire because it's been so rainy here. So you know, it was kind of soggy, you know, but it was a good time. It was a good time. But anyway, so yeah, that's what's going on with me. What's going on with you guys? I will tell you, I was gonna do a separate video on this, and I may still do a separate video. Jaden, I'm not American, but it was good nonetheless. I'm glad it was for you, Jaden. I hope it was a good day for you. I hope the 4th of July. I watched Bree says my 4th was a quiet family gathering too. Nice. Got to see neighborhood fireworks. They were all over the place. We couldn't see any of them where we were, but they were all over the place. Honestly, it sounded like, it made me actually think like what it would be to be like a war veteran on the 4th of July. Because I wonder like how many people actually struggle with like PTSD. Not to be a downer, but like all around us, it was like, and it sounded like little explosions going on all around us in like 360 degrees. And it made me think like, wow, now in a way it's cool, but I'm like, at the same time, like we have a neighbor who has a dog that I was sitting there thinking like, I wonder if the dog's like spinning in circles right now, you know, going nuts at what's going on. But Bree, I'm glad you had a really good time. Sounded like your time was kind of like mine as well. All right, I'm gonna make a quick live stream announcement, and then we are, you know, I may talk about this on like an official like state of the channel update. So I mentioned housing. You guys remember we you know, a lot of you guys coined the phrase Operation Easy Home, you know, and thank you guys so much for just watching the videos and, you know, trying to get, you know, that YouTube stuff up a little bit on the channel, and I really appreciate that. We are at a place right now where our circumstances have changed. We are when I first made that announcement that Easy Mode Studios was going to be packing things up a little bit, not the channel, but this location that I've come to absolutely love, we were told that we would have about a year. And recently, in the last month, we were told that circumstances has changed and that we only have until this fall instead. So instead of having till next spring and summer, we have until this fall to find something. So we are looking right now, but I was going to let you guys know, and I will actually do like an official state of the channel address kind of thing, like, you know, talking a little bit about, because a lot of people have been asking me questions lately, and we haven't really had much of a chance to talk. I've been really trying to focus on like a lot of the positive stuff with all the games and stuff like that that we do, and just kind of keep it really video game centric. But, you know, a lot of you guys are just awesome people. We've all kind of grown together, and you guys have been asking me questions about my health recently, and you guys have been asking questions about Operation Easy Home, you know, and things like that. In a nutshell, you know, we are going to be looking for something quick. And honestly, guys, I live in an area that is actually almost leading the country as being the most exited state in the country. And at the same time, it's also got one of the biggest influx of people, because the short end of it is where we live, there are a lot of out-of-staters coming in who work in areas that have better pay and better jobs. And so they say 3 to 4, I think, out of every 5 homes sold in our state is going to an out-of-stater now. And so everyone's buying up the properties, but these are people making like New York money and coming in because they can work remotely now. The pandemic kind of set that precedence. And so they're coming in, and so all the housing prices are going up. So houses that used to be $150,000, $200,000 are like $750,000 now. So those of us who are from this area, who are not making New York money, you know, there's this huge exodus of people who just can't afford. Like, they're literally going home broke and being financially forced out of the state that they've always lived in. And so with that, we're kind of in a weird bind right now, because everything we've seen is just, you know, we're a family where, you know, we have a one really good income, and then we have a stay-at-home parent who does a lot of things on the side to try to contribute. And so now we're at this place where things are changing. They're getting a little tighter. So coming up, you guys are going to see some changes on the channel, because coming up, this environment is going to be getting packed up, and I'm going to try to keep this going here in this room for as long as I can. You know, but there's going to be some things that you see, and I tell you what, it means the world to me, and it's so important to me to keep the channel going and keep going with what we have. I love it. It's probably one of the most special things in my life right now that I just get so much joy from. And so help me, if I have to do this from a closet, I will do everything I can to make it happen. But we're at a place right now where the big, you know, room, the game studio, all of that is going to be getting packed up here probably over the next couple of weeks. And so you guys are going to see some channel changes, because you're obviously going to see aesthetically things are going to look different. For all I know, instead of like display pieces over here behind me, you'll probably see more. Hey, by the way, what happened to my camera? Let's get Kermit back up. Where's Kermit? He's like, oh, where we are. We're like zoomed in weird. That's what the problem is. Oh, he's being covered by chat. Anyway, you know, you guys are going to see, instead of all of those pieces, you'll probably see boxes stacked up. So we're going to do the best we can to keep things kind of going here, hopefully uninterruptedly as much as we can. For the folks on Patreon, we may hit a point where videos are not coming out as much just because I'm in the process of moving. You know, and I'm going to try to get ahead of the game as much as I can, and then we will try to get things moving more for, you know, like, folks on regular YouTube may not see as much of a break, because we'll still have an archive amassing on Patreon to make sure we have plenty of content, hopefully without too much interruption on the main channel. But certainly for folks on Patreon, I do apologize. I'm probably going to at least have a week where I'm going to need to just completely pack things up and just move. So that's what we have going on right now, and I will do like more of an update video on that with everything. Everybody's been asking me questions about my health, to go with that, because it's kind of like a very interesting thing. I'm kind of balancing out, like, what thing do I want to bring me down more, the housing situation or this, you know. So I will be doing a video coming up with you guys talking about kind of a state of the channel, state of my health, state of the housing, you know, the changes and how it's going to affect the channel, which shouldn't affect it too much. But then also some things that we can look forward to coming up. Right now we're in Mario Odyssey. We're getting through that already in 2 episodes. We've managed to get through a lot of ground, and I'm excited to keep going with it. And I will say one thing that you guys have done. You guys have been all commenting lately about how so many of you have finished Tears of the Kingdom, and now you guys are pushing me to do it. And I will tell you, I want to stick to my promise here. You know, I said that I would eventually just, you know, get to it. But, you know, the idea was I wanted to make sure everybody in the community had time. And then what we would do is I would do, you know, Mario. I would do Age of Calamity, which was awesome, and Mario Odyssey, and then probably Skyward Sword. That was a gift from a member of our community. You guys might remember we opened that up in a fan mail thing. And so I was thinking of playing those 3 games, and I thought by then, surely people will finally start winding down with Tears of the Kingdom. And then all of you guys start coming out of the woodworks with, hey, I'm done with it already. When are you going to start playing? I'm ready. We want to see it on easy mode. And I will tell you, it's so tempting. Like, you have no idea, especially after playing Age of Calamity, how much I want to stay in that version of Hyrule, and how much I want to stay with those characters, Link and Zelda. I want to see where their relationship continues to progress. I want to see our, you know, our modern day champions, right? Like Raiju and Tebow and was it Yunobo or Yunobo? Yeah. Anyway, Daruk's kid, and you know, I want to see them all, but. You know, oh, and don't forget Sidon, you know, ding, I want to see all those guys and how the world has progressed, you know, since the events of Breath of the Wild. But alas, I want to make sure that everybody has a chance to play it, so I'm not spoiling it for everyone. So that's going to be the plan moving forward. Thanks, Bree. Yeah, it does stink kind of leaving, because honestly my heart is in this house like you have no idea. Like, you have no idea how badly I want to stay. If there was any way for me to snap my fingers and make it happen, I would just buy this house myself. But the house is gonna be expensive, way above my pay grade. I actually think it's going on the market for like $500,000. It's like 500. It's ridiculous. Like, that's out of my price range, guys. So it's kind of crazy. Jaden, you pronounced all of that. Okay, wait a minute. So we're going to do this. I'm still getting it wrong, but we're going to do this. So there's Sidon, right? Ding, right? And there is Tebow, right? He's, and there we have Raiju, right? Or is it Riju? I guess it's, well, if it's Yiga clan, then it could be Riju. We'll say Riju. And then is it Yunobo or Yonobu? I can't remember. Oh my goodness, you're right. I just keep getting all these names wrong. And it's a giraffe. You know, it's just, let's just call it a giraffe while we're at it. Oh well. Anyway, how are we looking here? Okay, I've got to get some stuff ready for our Patreon exclusive live stream tonight. We are going to be playing Link's Awakening. I'm so excited. Tiba? I thought it was Tebow. It's Tiba. That's right. There's an A at the end. Oh, so sorry, Jaden. So sorry. But we are going to be getting into Link's Awakening, which I'm really excited tonight. I kind of feel like I'm finally starting to understand the psychology of that game a little bit more now that we've had a chance to play it. You know, I was stuck in Breath of the Wild for so long, and it was kind of weird, you know, thinking, oh, hey, you know, this is going to be different or whatever. And it is, and now I get it. Like, you know, the way the dungeons are so much more convoluted, you know, than the shrines were. And there's a lot to that game, but I'm looking forward to it. Tonight we have to go to a desert, I believe, and we'll try to take on the 4th dungeon, which will be a lot of fun. But anyway, guys, I just wanted to stop on. I have to get a few things. I was just sitting here and I'm like, you know, I just need to say hello to the folks, hello to the family. And plan on another big live stream coming up very soon where we're going to be playing Kena, Bridge of Spirits. And we're just going to be hanging out. We're going to spend some time. We're going to play some community games. We're going to be doing all that stuff because it's been way too long. So I'm really looking forward to doing that and just celebrating easy mode with you guys. I need to break from regular life. I need to just sit and hang out with you guys, kick back, have some cold iced tea and some popcorn, and hang out with the gang. If you want to do some of that with us tonight, you still can. It's not too late. You can hop on over to Patreon by, going to that link that normally shows up. And $5 a month will get you in the door. $5 a month will give you early release content. If you're anxious to watch Mario Odyssey, you can already start watching it on Patreon starting tonight. If you want, by getting signed up for $5, you get early release content. $10, you get exclusive content. You'll be able to see things like these Quantic Dream games we've been playing. And you'll also be able to see what we're playing right now, which is Spider-Man Miles Morales. The latest episode just came out today. It is so much stinking fun. I'm really enjoying that game as well. But guys, I just wanted to stop on in and say hello. I hope you guys are having a wonderful week. I absolutely love y'all. Oh, hello there. Hello. We have, okay, I'm terrible with names. Like, I'm famously bad with names. Okay, so Stanciu Soren Constantine, right? Is it? No, it's not. Stanciu Soren Constantine. I'm sorry. I just butchered your name, and I'm so sorry for that. Can I just call you Stan? Would that be okay? Can I just call you Stan? I'm so glad that you're here. Thank you so much for being a part of the community. And guys, we're going to be getting on just a few minutes over on Patreon, so make sure to check that out. It's going to be so much fun. I'm really looking forward to playing some Link's Awakening tonight. This was just a random. I'm just sitting here. I needed to get on, say hi. I'm going to go get ready for Patreon, and we'll talk a little bit more about what's coming up, what you can expect on the channel. Going to be doing an update video probably tomorrow-ish for you guys and getting that out there. But anyway, I love you guys, and I will talk to you all very soon. For those of you who are patrons, I will see you in, 20 minutes or so, and we'll play some Link's Awakening. I love you all, and I will talk to you soon. But until then, take it easy.